going to have a drive in the F Type. I've got the silver version here. It's the V6 3 litre supercharged. So I'm quite excited to compare this to the XKR, see how they go. I mean, it's a much smaller car and it's going to be well underpowered compared to my XKR, but it's still going to be very interesting. Driving a V6 is going to be a completely different sound as well. We'll put it in sports, we'll put the dynamic mode on, and we'll have the active exhaust valves open, see what it sounds like. I'll give it a blast around the roads. Okay, so let's hop in. Side and see what we've got in the F Type. Okay, it's a keyless start system, so go straight to the engine start stop button and foot on the brake, one press and hold, and she fires up. That brings everything into life. Got quite a nice looking central binnacle here, which has the miles per hour speedo on the left, rev counter on the right, and in the centre you've got various different bits of information, so you can have your trip meter, you've got your hot, but it's quite a nice system. When you're changing the gears, you push forward to go into reverse, neutral, centre, and drive is back. But to put it into park, you just leave it where it is in its natural position, press the park button, and it automatically puts into park. We've got the electronic parking brake here. This is the dynamic mode setting, so we can flick dynamic mode on, the little flag lights up, flick it off again. Here we've got ESC control, which is traction control. Got the active exhaust button here, which turns the, well, it basically opens the valves, makes a noise. We've got a tail spoiler, which can automatically go up and down. Nice looking controls for the heated seats and the zonal heating, and obviously the infotainment system, which has your media, climate control systems, has a sat nav, and also you can link your phone to it, obviously Bluetooth. Okay, so we're going to give the car a little run now through some country roads. Just to see what it's like going around some corners and things. Great, it's much lighter, but it would be because it's got a much smaller engine.
The speed limit is 30 miles per hour.
That is incredibly annoying. I'm not sure whether that is part of the standard F Type or whether that's what the garages have installed. So obviously I'm not going to be speeding anywhere because it keeps reminding me what the speed limit is. But yeah, so it feels pretty nimble, being a much lighter car than the XKR. It's very eager as well. Front end's pretty positive. You turn and point the front end around the corner and it just sort of goes round. I mean, I know we're not going fast, we're not racing it or anything like that, but it's a positive sensation. You get pretty good feedback through the wheel, what's going on. The ride's not bad at all, actually. We're sort of rolling over the bumps. I can feel the vibrations. I mean, these roads are pretty rubbish anyway. I can feel the vibrations coming through, and you can feel the bumps and the jolts, but generally it's pretty smooth. Never going to take you by surprise, really. It kicks down quite easily. Once it gets going, it winds up and it gets you moving quite quickly. It's a nippy little sports car. supercharged, and I've tweaked it here and there so it's a little bit quicker than standard. So I wouldn't be looking to get V6 F Type, more the 5 litre all-wheel drive or the SVR models. I've looked at a couple of SVRs which are great. Obviously they're more what power-wise what I'd be looking for. But it's all the same car. Basically the outside package and the inside package are very, very similar, whichever level you go for. So Jaguar Lancaster were kind enough to loan me this for the weekend, just so I could get a feel for it, just to find out how practical it was to drive. It's obviously nowhere near as big as the XKR, and it feels quite compact. I mean, looking at the outside, it does look much smaller. I mean, I can feel it's a much smaller car. But you've got to worry about the practicalities. My use of the XKR is for sort of like decent, using it as a Grand Tourer, using it going for long drives, and so therefore we want to get plenty of room in the boot and to be able to get luggage in and things. The coupe version of the F-Type is okay, and the boot's not quite as big, similar sort of shape but just smaller, and you could get some luggage in. But the convertible wouldn't really suit me. There's no boot space whatsoever, as I think it's widely known. But generally, yeah, it's a nice car to drive. It's relaxing, it's comfortable, the seats are great. Okay guys, so I've just dropped the F-Type back at Jaguar Lancaster, and I'm just going to walk back to my car now. We'll do a summary of how I thought that went as I'm driving home. Okay, start her up. That's certainly a different noise from the V6. In my opinion, a much nicer noise, and that is thanks to the Miltech exhaust system that I've had fitted. It was a great car, it was a great little sports car. I must say I did enjoy driving it. This already, just driving around this car park, feels like a nicer car. As I say, you would need to compare it to the V8, so I will have to do that. Conclusions are pretty much that for an everyday sports car, it's a great car. It's got good fuel economy. I think it's a little bit too noisy, a bit too eager for my liking. The V8 would definitely be the one to have. As I say, I think it's a great car and I'm really pleased, and I'd just like to thank Jaguar Lancaster for lending me for the weekend. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please click below and subscribe for more to come. I do plan on doing a in-depth review of this car with all its upgrades, since it's had its upgrades, so hopefully that should be pretty interesting. Okay, thanks for watching guys, hope to see you soon. Cheers.